All right, everybody, welcome back to a Double OGs podcast. You got me, myself, Mr. 007. My handle on X is at Generation MSS. You got Mr. French OG at French OG03 on X. On live right now, guys. We're going to give you the wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Guys, we have a very special fucking guest. This guy has been on my ass on X for quite some time now. Every red pill has blocked this motherfucker. He is the most wanted man alive. We have Spurgio on the fucking podcast. Brother, go ahead and link in your handle and everything. Tell them about you. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm Spurgio. I'm known for starting out on every pickup artist and red pillar that is in the fucking industry. So yeah, I'm blocked by everybody. I got about 16 Pokemon badges right now.
You?
I'm at 16 right now. 16 Pokemon badges.
When Gaines blocked you?
Huh? Myron? Myron blocked me the first day that he made his new account.
Myron blocked you okay, guys. So the king of our red pill community. As also, guys, just to let you guys know, I'm not a red pillar, by the way. I'm just saying in general, the king of the manosphere, Myron Games. I'm a bit, I'm on the fence with him. He has blocked Spurgio. That means Spurgio must have done something to take him off because he's a huge account. That goes, guys, this guy is fucking on people's asses. Now, today's topic today, guys, is before me and we all get into a heated debate about things, and it doesn't even have to be heated, I just want to put something out there, and this is for everybody watching that's a man. Here's my first lesson to you guys. When you are a man and you are congruent with yourself, when people say something, it's like, oh, your hair is blue. They can tell me, 007, my hair is blue. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? My hair's not blue. Doesn't matter. Fuck off. Bye. But when you hit a man and you say, hey, you are fucking ugly, and he gets defensive, he blocks you, he innately feels that way. Every guy that's blocked Spurgio in some way or form has had an insecurity that he has touched that caused them to block him. Why? We talk about this all the time. It's congruency and identity. If you are not congruent or have a sense of identity within yourself, you let things get to you. Now, granted to Spurgio's success, he has pinpointed guys who in the red pill community and manosphere have said that they are, aka these pickup guys. He's targeted them, hit them in the wound, and they blocked him. Why? Because they are not congruent. I don't believe they're congruent because if you are, you wouldn't have blocked him. Now, what I know from Spurgio is he's more of a, right, like status and money, right? That's kind of like your idea on game.
No.
Okay, can you break it down for us? Let the view, because, our viewers know kind of who we are. We're more so not in red pill or pickup artistry. We're right in the middle. Me and friends just talked about this. Tell us what is your like kind of thing? Everybody has their own thing. What's yours?
Definitely not money, because I teach that you can do all this stuff without the money for sure. The thing is status is for sure it, but I specifically use social circle games, specifically using make choice copying, specifically friend zoning girls, specifically not chasing women at all and only letting women come to you and never pursuing the girls.
Okay, so brother, I was so fucking pissed at you. I fucking love you. What the fuck? You see, guys, Spurgio just said something very beautiful. And French, you can attest to this. The first thing he just said, social circle game. Now, guys, let me break something down to you. You as a man, if you can't socialize, interact, make friends, influence people, have men look up to you, your woman can never respect you and follow you. Do you agree with that, Spurgio? I think that's a fair fact, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, as a man, let's say, for example, Spurgio comes into a group. He said, yo, guys, fucking round of margaritas on me. Eyes go to him. The girl's like, whoa, who is this guy? He's commanding some sort of presence. Social circle game is reliant on your charisma. your level and ranking in that social circle. It's truly a beautiful thing. But the thing with social circle game is you have to be congruent. You have to be your own kind of character in people's mind. You can't just be normal. I have guys in my social circle that are normal. The girls don't fuck them though. They fuck me and my other friend who are at the bar. We're having a good time. We're like, Emily, you're fucking hot. We're like, Jessica, shit round on us. We're garnering attention, which puts us up in the social rankings.
I have a question for you, Sergio. Spurgio,
Yeah.
sorry. Spurgio. In social circle game, all right? I mean, you know I'm not really that into it. I mean, yeah, sometimes I've basically benefited from the presence of women. But do you have to be somewhat of the leader of the group, or you can just be one of them guys?
I definitely don't roll with guys normally. I actually think that to do this correctly, you don't want any other guys around you. My best wingman is a really hot girl. The hardest part about my program that most guys can't do is the friend zoning of the hottest girl you can find. That's something that either you have to have a lot of talent in, or you have to start very early on and already have leads into it from an early age, like I did.
All right, so Spurgio, just to say, like your screen just shows
I'm
our
trying to fix it
recording.
right now.
Okay, no, just in case you didn't know.
Make it where it's-
Okay, I want to touch up on that too. Friend zoning a hot girl. How does this relate to me personally? Guys, this is not, I don't friend zone hot girl. That's not something I do. It is, though, a top tier move. I remember there was this young gentleman, 5'6", fucking stacked, charisma out the ass. He brought in a tall 6-foot model. Do you know that every guy and every girl broke their neck to figure out who that guy was? And keep in mind, when he walked in, we all said, yo, is that his girl? Is that his girl? Even me, I'm like, yo. The thing about friend zoning hot girls is that the average man can't do it without wanting to fuck that hot girl. A perfect illustration of this, Spurgio, and you might agree with me, Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian, when he's around hot girls, he's like, yeah. He doesn't care. They don't faze him. Actually, to talk about it, in his book, a girl referenced that girls try to get with him.
Yeah,
So-
no, I like my big thing though is that that's the problem. Like that's the problem. The fact that guys can't do it without acting like a fucking horn dog, that's the issue. And if
Yeah.
they put themselves around that really hot girl and they test that boundary for themselves
Yeah.
and they sit there and they try to raise themselves to a higher calibration,
Yeah.
they will realize that bitches are just humans. They're just normal and stop putting the pussy on the fucking pedestal. That's
Yeah.
the whole problem. Is the
Yeah.
pussy on the just because she's pretty doesn't mean that she gets treated special. And when you don't treat them fucking special, they respect you. So a lot of these guys that are complaining about women, it's I wouldn't respect you either if you acted like how you act. You act like a sim.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like
But-
you either. Stop putting the pussy on a pedestal, treating a girl special just because she's hot.
Hey, that.
There's two things about this, right? The first thing is by friend zoning the hottest bitch or the alpha bitch or whatever, right? It's demonstration of high value, meaning that you can literally walk away from the finest piece of ass that you've got, right? But the second thing, why I think it's so hard for guys to basically get away from this, because it's like, imagine you're in the desert and you've been looking for water for so fucking long, right? And then you see that little well of water. Who else is gonna basically, like every guy that is basically thirsty as fuck will want to drink that water? Well, that's the same thing. But I would say that for guys, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of people with inside the red pill could use that to their benefit when it comes to women. You know how we say you're not special, it's just your turn. A lot of people will say, you know what? This is low self-esteem type of self-talk. No, use it to your benefit. And how do you use it to your benefit is by underscoring the level in your head that this girl is interested in you, then it can keep you in check as to how much you're going to mirror that. By basically downplaying however she's attracted to you, you will stop pursuing, you'll stop chasing to get that extra bit of validation or extra bit of confirmation. You will always think, you know what, she doesn't like me that much, I'm not going to invest in everything, and that will pull her more towards you. And that's, in a way, even though it's maybe anchored in low self-esteem, this can actually play to your advantage. But you have to think about it this way, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, guys, and let me go off further because French, you're getting me hot right now, guys. Number one, the reason why you feel like a bitch is better than you is because you don't think you're good enough for her. If you switch the paradigms inside of your brain, I say that most of the guys, you guys keep asking me, what's a pickup line? What should I say on the first date? What? Stop thinking that and start thinking, how does this girl match up for me in my life? Don't you guys get it? The most influential, powerful men in the world, they kick back their feet and say, how are you going to benefit me? Needy behavior is a killer of you guys in today's dating market. I don't care if you make $1 million or $8. If you have needy behavior, she sees your value as going down. She sees you as beneath her. I don't care if you have a yacht, a supercar, if you're fucking Michael B. Jordan. It does not matter. Higher value is elicited through your behavior. Bitch, go make me a sandwich. Go do this.
Look, Michael B. Jordan basically got completely like what bitch boyed by Steve Harvey's daughter. Just goes to show. But I'm curious, Sergio, a bit. Like what I mean, how's so you told me, well, you told us that the main issue with inside the people following your program is friend zoning the hot girl. But
there's like a hard mode, and the hard mode is friend zoning the super hot girl. I can teach guys how to build a social circle. I can teach guys how to do certain things to be around a lot of women, but to do the friend zone like the 10, that's something that I'm finding most guys struggle with unless they kind of have a next caliber skill or they've been doing it since they were young, like I did.
And question is, and the one that do, what happens?
It's extremely successful. Whenever you're friend zone, whenever you have like a 10 that's your best friend, that she usually has a bunch of 8 and 9s that are like under her in her circle, and it just gives you access to all of them, and then they all have more social circles that are more pretty girls. It's basically it's like a cheat code. Like it's kind of like having a hot girlfriend. Like say like you're 21, 22 years old and you end up just getting with a banger, a girl that's just a straight 9, 10. Like you just got game like that when you're young. You're going to only have girls that hot or higher from that day on, after even if y'all break up, because your pre-selection is ranked higher than other women that see that you had that girl. They're like, ooh, he has something special about him. I want to see what that is. So you immediately hack into your status just by being around a really hot girl, or having a really hot girlfriend is another cheat code.
But Sergio, and I'm gonna kick off that. Isn't that a mindset thing though? Isn't that like, because I love what you're saying. I fucking love it. But at the core of it, isn't that a mindset thing? Yes or no? Is that not like, yo, even if you can't friends on this end, your mindset should be, this bitch is nothing to you. She means nothing. She's a goofy little girl.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, that's how every girl should be treated. I think every girl should be treated that way, whether she's your friend. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, even if she's my friend, I'm gonna fucking roast her just like I roast my guy friends. I'm not gonna treat her special just because she has a vagina. And you do that even with your girlfriends. Like, you make fun of your girlfriends too. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you should always be being asshole. Asshole game is normal. That's life.
I think asshole game is what's missing in today's market. I think guys are too nice. When a woman feels like when you're nice, I tell you guys this all the time. Being nice gets you fucking nowhere. It doesn't build you relationships. I'm building a relationship with Sergio because I fucking hate him. And he's being nice. So we're giving you an example. I hate him, but I love this nigga. Why? Because he teaches actual good shit. And I'm picking his brain and I'm seeing, okay, what he's saying is factual. It makes congruent sense.
What I find interesting with your approach, Sergio, is in today's market, where everything is much more to do with co-optation, where you're being vetted way earlier through different type of hubs, whether it's IG, whether it is who you hang around with. Your social circle game in a way, even though I'm not a proponent, I've not really been using it, I can see how it actually can work in today's market where girls are much more, how do you say, worried, not worried, but more wary as to who you are. I've had girls, and like, real talk, I've had girls that I know were dead on to me, but then ask for fucking IG just to make sure, like, here's a credit check for you, just double social credit check. And what you do with that, basically, with your social circle game, say you go out on a night out, and you've got basically that girl that you friend zone and a couple of the other girls. You go in as a single guy with those 3 girls. That's great. The only caveat that says, say, for example, you go out with a girl, and tell me what you're going to say about this. Go out with a girl that is your friend on a night out. And say, for example, the other girl sees the both of you. Would you say that the other girls assume you're already fucking that girl or not? Because for me, the girls can tell whether or not a girl is fucking another guy. And if the girl that you're with is not fucking you, then that doesn't really reflect well on you. So, want to have your input on this?
It's not always the case, because women know other women will sometimes only choose a guy because of whatever their like flavor is, whatever they like. So like if you're hanging out with a girl and she's always only with big but like all my best friends are the type of girls that want to be with the buff guy, like the really hot buff dude. I've always been a skinny dork, nerd, gamer dude. Like, so if I'm with it, but they know, like, all of my friends, all my girlfriends, or my best friend that's a girl, her friends would know, oh yeah, Sergio's not your type. Like, that's not like you only date guys that are big buff muscly dudes. So some of them aren't that type though. They like a skinny dude. Like maybe that's like their thing.
They do, of course.
There's a segment. No, there's a segment. The question, but for the girls that are outside of that circle, you know what I'm saying? So basically, what you're saying is you only fucking girls with inside the circle.
No, French. Let me tell you something though, French. When you walk into a venue with a girl, whether or not like it's preconceived you fucking or not, the fact that a girl is comfortable around you and like moving around you, it triggers in the other girls, oh, I'm okay. Like, he's not a killer. Sigmund Freud said it. The girl's biggest fear is a man murdering her.
But it's also a turn on.
Yes, but the biggest pickup I've ever had was me talking to Emily right here and Jessica watching Emily laugh. Yo, Emily, you have such big ass tits. Oh my God, what the fuck? And then Jessica's letting her giggle and laugh. Now Jessica's like, oh fuck, girls are comfortable around him. Like, holy shit. But that's not my main game. All that is a byproduct of the charisma of the shit we teach, actually. I don't intentionally go saying, yo, I'm gonna bring this girl here at this venue to friends. I don't like, that's not sort of, I get the logic behind that though. And I want to pick on something else. Sergio, you said you were a dork, right?
Yeah.
Was it hard getting women when you were a dork?
No.
Look at this smile.
Yeah, that motherfucker was waiting. Hey, he was baiting me. He was baiting me, you fucking little. So, Sergio, okay. Now, tell me why, though. Because when we think of a dork, we think he doesn't get bitches. Why was it not hard for you?
Because, like, people don't understand that what makes it hard is not, like, being out in nature, like being out with people in the environment, and not having a social circle, and not having a big friend group of women, not friend zoning the hottest girl. The reason why I've never struggled is because I'm around women all the time. I've never chased girls either. I've never chased women. I'm not the type. You can go through my phone, you're never going to see me DMing a bitch. Ever. So bitches just would fall into my lap. So I've always wondered, I've never knew about any of this internet shit, bro, until like 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, what the fuck, pickup artists? Like, what who is this? Like, what is this? Like, red pill, what is all this? I've never needed any of it. I thought it was so intriguing that there was people that were learning online to how to get women, because it's like, what? I thought that was easy. I thought everybody just got bitches. Even my nerdy gamer friends get bitches, bro. I have tons of nerdy gamer friends. Now, are there little brothers, like the generation right under us, struggling? Yeah, I see them kind of struggling and not be able to hold down relationships.
Yeah.
But most of my friends from my generation, they all got fucking wives and shit, like they're like good, like they get girls. So I've always wondered, why do these guys struggle? It's like, why was it easy for me? And that's why I do what I do, is because it's like, oh, I can just be authentic and say do what I did, and it works because that's what I did my whole life.
Authentic. That's the word I was. Okay, now let me give you a take. I was a dork too. I'm still am a fucking dork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sergio. I never, because you remember you commented on this I think a couple nights ago. I was buff. I had muscles. In high school, I never got bitches. College, I had one girl I was obsessed with. Never got bitches in my life, Sergio. Now keep this in mind. I was a dork. I was a biology major. Very low social, very low social EQ, IQ. I came to Los Angeles, Sergio, and I said, just like you, not like you, but in the sense where I was like, well, I never got girls. I said, man, what the fuck, bro? Like, I go on dates, they ghosting me. What the fuck is going on? Until I said something needed to change. Now, I don't know how it was for you, but I know for me, I wasn't making any friends. I wasn't getting any bitches until I got authentic. Now, French is my witness. I never teach pickup shit. I always teach authenticity, captivation, be an interesting person. That's what does it. Why? Because when I was growing up, I always was the nice guy. Oh, like let's go to dinner. Let me be a little bitch. I was a little bitch, bro. I had no boundaries. I let people run over me. My dad was, I'm not gonna, Dad, I love you, but my dad was a fucking bitch too.
Was he French by any chance a bit? Just checking.
No, he wasn't. But he just let shit go. He just let things be. And yes, he was French. He just let shit be. I knew in my life something had to change for me, Sergio. Sergio, that's why I went through this whole transformation and I found not pickup artistry, but myself. I learned that I can be myself and be magnetized by everybody. I used to never be this vocal and emote like this. I used to be like, yeah, I did biology. Dry, never got any bitches. The second I said, yo, you're fucking hot. Come here. Actually, no, stay back. Christmas passed. Then now it's like, yo, this guy, he doesn't really want me. What the fuck? I teach hot cold game. It's always similar to you, but it's like you want the bitch, but you don't need her. You have options. Abundance mindset. I'm more up here. Focus up here. Draw like Picasso right here. All you bitches want me.
All right. Question here, actually. I'm actually wondering two things, and maybe that will transition regarding the beef you had on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you, first of all, would you say, Sergio, would you say that you had more conflict and, let's say, beef with the PUA or with the Red Pill guys?
That's really hard.
He kicked off the Red Pill King. Of course, he kicked off Myron blocked him. That's the king of Red Pill. What the fuck? That's his like fucking Pokemon card, his Charizard.
Don't say that to Rolo.
It's really honestly, like, I have a bigger beef with.
No.
I have a bigger beef with pickup artists because I consider myself red pill. So like, I hate the red pillars, but it's because I want to make them actually red pill. Like, you're not actually red pill if you're still mad. A lot of these guys are just black pill, because when you're truly red pill, you understand things. And when you truly understand things, when you truly see the truth, there's no reason to be mad about anything. So all those guys that are mad and saying negative shit, they're not really red pill yet. And I just want to actually get the black pill suppository out of their asshole and like actually put a red pill down their throat. And that. So like, I respect the red pillars. I really don't like pickup, man. I really don't. I got a big thing against it.
Okay. No, well, yeah. I mean, I guess pickup is everything that is against social circle games. So yeah, no. I get that. No, interesting. And then the other thing is, and this is going to transition. It's regarding your tweet that you said about 007, a Tyrone teaching game or pickup. What was being said? Just
wait, what do you mean? Which one?
what sparked up this thing?
Oh, when I was arguing with him. Oh yeah, no. So like my beef is like, yeah, I trapped you in the comment, bro. Like the thing is, it's like if you get girls because of muscles, then you're not a good dating coach, because the best dating coaches are the ones that are ugly and fat and stupid, because that's the average market. That's the average guy that's buying your product. He
Of
needs to
course.
be able to get bitches the regular dude. And then I trapped you, and if you're like, oh well, you know, like I've already had this. I had to learn competency, and I just don't think that's like a healthy thing either. Because or you had to learn to be able to, you know, have a like that confidence and stuff. And the thing is, that's not a good way to get to them either. Like you should have naturally have, or you not naturally, you should have had to figure out like the best way possible, which is just being friends with women. Most guys are just chasing women, pickup artists specifically, and that's still not the best strategy. Like you're still doing the loser strategy that's good for women, but it's not good for men. It's the best strategy for women, but not for a guy. So I just don't like your path of learning to get to women, like how to get them, and you're still, to me, you're just like at 10% of the level. Like it's
No,
not
no,
nearly as high as it has to go.
no, no, no. I'm actually at the fucking sky. And I don't mean that arrogantly, Sergio. I'm going to tell you why you're so wrong. Not why you're wrong, but maybe why your perspective on me is skewed. You have made the point that I'm a Tyrone, which I am a good looking guy. Yes, true. You're right about that. But Sergio, you have to understand. I almost lost more women by being good looking and not congruent with myself. That's facts. Number two, I've met characters in my life that had no muscles, no money, who pulled the most women, but by what? Charisma. Now, you made a good point about the confidence thing, about how I said, oh, I had to build my confidence. I never
Charisma, confidence, yeah, those two things.
yeah, there you go. I say charisma, particularly for this reason why. Ladies and gentlemen, confidence is a scam to me. Why? Because people live on three paradigms. There's having, doing, and being. When you have to have something to be confident, you're in a winner's paradigm of I have to look down on people. I have to have status. I have to have this job. I have to have this amount of money in order to get confidence. Wrong. That means you're deriving your confidence from the external, which is wrong. The second thing is doers. These are the entrepreneurial types. The entrepreneurs love to do. I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. in order to feel confident. Because if the next day I don't feel confident. Or I have to keep talking, or I have to keep this girl entertained for her to stay with me. Wrong. Doing is wrong. The third thing is being. When you allow yourself to just be, why? Because you just are confident. You can just be it. Because this is the reason why. There can be a guy that's confidently quiet in the room, sitting like me in this pose exactly, and I can get every bitch by saying I don't have to speak one word. Or there's a guy who's confidently loud, like when I'm going on a tangent, I'm like, motherfucker, listen to me. Every bitch is captivated by me. There's only two ways, but the main thing is I'm just being. The reason why I said charisma is important is because charisma leads to, like you said before, authenticity. Authenticity. If you are authentic, nobody can hate you. And if they do, they just weren't meant for you. When you are authentic with your intentions, your sexual intentions, I don't teach any guy lines. You'd never hear in my tweets, say this line. I may give you an example of what I say, but it's all under the stem of women are below me. Women are like children. These are principles you cannot avoid.
Yeah, well, so this is the problem with that line of thinking. And don't get me wrong, I get it completely. It's absolutely the best thing to teach to a bunch of dudes who have nothing going for them at all. It's absolutely the best thing. You will get pussy doing that. The problem is it's a complete house of cards. That's the problem with game in general. Game in general is just a house of cards. It's going to fall apart. You can get laid, you can get sex a few times, but the girl will realize sooner or later you're not as cool as you fucking act. It's a magic show. Hold on. It's a magic show.
Sergio.
Hold on. Let me finish.
So the problem with this house of cards, see, I'm an extremely competitive person. I've always done competitive things, whether it was gaming tournaments, paintball tournaments, leading teams to shit. That's what I do. I'm an extremely competitive person. And what does that do? Whenever you accomplish things, that builds competency. And when you build competency, that builds your confidence. And it's real confidence. It's not
Yeah.
just fucking charisma that I'm just pulling out of my asshole to get a bitch. It's real. And that's what you need to actually lock a bitch down. That's why I'm so against PUA, is because pickup is 10% of the game. 100% of the game is locking down a fucking bad bitch. If you see my girl, she's bad as fuck. And to have her in my frame, to have her cooking for me, cleaning for me, doing all my shit, fucking making money for me, everything she does for me, that's something that a lot of guys can't actually get. You might be able to fuck it, but to be able to lock it down is a completely different ball game. And that's why I don't give a fuck about pickup or just having charisma, because it takes having real confidence to get that. It takes real accomplishments. And most guys aren't accomplishing shit. What do I teach? How to go get hobbies that make you attractive. How for you to go accomplish goals in your job or your side job or your hobby, so you can get bitches naturally without you having to do no fake house of cards shit. So like I'm not saying it doesn't work. I agree what you teach works. I know it does.
And what do I
But
teach?
I'm just saying it's inferior. It's not
What do I
superior to
teach
what I teach.
though? No. Because now I'm wondering if you read my tweets. French, don't stay quiet right now.
Hey, I'm not trying to basically jump into the conversation. You're having a two thing here, but I'll do my take once you finish.
What do I teach though, Sergio? Because I don't think you read my tweets. What you just said.
You're mostly asshole game and the charisma stuff.
Well, yes, but when I make a tweet and I say how to own a bitch, what do I say? I say your duty as a man is to become the greatest man your bloodline has ever seen. I never pick up artistry. I never once identify as a pickup artist. I always tell my guys, if you become the greatest man in your bloodline, you make the most amount of money, you get the most amount of muscles you can have, you do whatever you do to be the best, you will build a nest for chicks to nest in.
You don't think you're a pickup artist? You don't consider yourself a pickup artist?
No. I do not. Never identified as that because of this reason.
Not even slightly. Not even slightly.
No, Sergio, that's why if you read my tweet, I need you to tonight go down and read what I say. Read the ones that go viral.
Do you know what a pickup artist is?
Huh?
Do you know what a pickup artist is?
It's a guy who picks up. I fuck a lot of girls, yes, but listen. Here's the thing. I'm Anon for a reason, because I'm on my mission to somewhere so much greater. I've got more girls by ignoring them, by saying, yo, I gotta go to my mission. Sergio, I'm not rich yet, but I'm a young guy, 25 years old, on his path to change the dynamic of my bloodline. I have nobody. If I were to focus on girls, I would be in shambles. But instead, I'm using my every single power God has granted me with his hands to make a better life for myself, knowing that it's in my duty that I have to, knowing that if I do focus on women, I will go into shambles. Before I moved into Los Angeles, it might get deep. I had a severe accident in my family. And if I don't win, if I don't overcome this thing I had to do, and I don't want any fucking sad story, because when I turn in my game of life, I'm going to say I took risks. I became an interesting, captivating man. I tried to make the most money I can, influence the most people, and make sure everybody eats. That's why I don't hate you anymore. Right now, and you're being authentic with me, I can't hate you. I can't have any hate towards you. I can only see you go forward. Because my hatred doesn't lie in my ego. I don't let my ego take over. You've come for me, yes, but you come for me from a place of authenticity, and in your head, you want to make men better too, so I can't hate you.
All right. Sergio, can I just add to this? So, yeah, we're not PUAs here, and we're not red pillars. It's like, if you look at the PUAs and the red pillars, it's just like you have red pillars here, you've got PUA here, right? PUA guys focus too much on the female psyche, where it's almost at the expense of who they are, and as you said, rightfully so, 10% is game, and then the rest is basically bollocks. It's hogwash. And when basically they get the bang, they get the buy afterwards. Why? Because they realize they're phony. All right, so we agree on that. And on the other end, you have the red pillars. And the red pillars, instead of focusing on the female psyche without like the PUA, what they do is they focus more on the male psyche. I basically whatever looking from a male's lens perspective. But that makes them completely, and I'm talking like the new red, the type of new red pill wave, kind of like more towards hatred of women, because they only look at it from the male side of things, and that's why it makes them, most of them, shit with girls, and just bitter and whatnot. Whereas what we do is more in between the both, where we understand female psyche, we understand what their triggers are, but you must not do it at the cost of your own identity and of your own authenticity. That will mean leave pussy on the table, but at the same time, that means as well that you will not compromise who you are as an individual, and whoever you decide to be at the end will be the same person, whether pre-bang or after the bang. And the question is now, in terms of, because you say that for you, the main thing is retaining the bitch is 90% of it, right?
Retaining the quality bitch.
Yeah. Retaining the quality bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, true. Very good point.
Very good point. Thank you for correcting me on this. So the question, the question I have for you, wouldn't that go against sexual mating strategy of guys?
No, not at all, because we do have a long-term strategy of wanting a family. And just like how women have a long-term strategy, you have to play a little bit into their long-term strategy if you want yours to be successful as well. Unless you're very rich and you can have a harem, that which not every guy is going to be able to achieve. There's only a few that will. But most guys, like, they're not going to be able to achieve shit like that.
Yeah, this is beautiful, because now I'm honestly, this is where I'm fucking loving this shit, because here's where French and you can rebuttal off of this. There's guys that have the red pill mindset, but the only thing, I've met some of these guys off the internet, they came to LA. They're very boring and placid. They're not, now they're boring and placid because they have this red pill mentality. And this is why most of them have blocked you, because they know it's true. They haven't worked on the other side. And friends, let's be specific here. I wouldn't call it PUA. I call it game, which is like,
okay.
Game is learned personal charisma. And this is why red pill guys who are like that status, money, and all that, celebrities can considerably be red pill, yes, because they have a large amounts of money and status, but most of them get cucked. Why? Because they don't have game, right? They don't know the intricacies of it. But if you want to maintain a woman of quality, like you said, Sergio, yeah, you have to be the Trinity. You have to have it all. You have to have the social status, you have to have the finances, and you have to have, a certain amount of charisma and intrigue to keep the girl. This is the trinity of dating, the trinity of keeping girls in the nest. A guy who's broke and lives in a fucking on a mattress on the floor, he can fuck a lot of girls. When it comes down to retaining them, girls want the nest. They want the guy, we're going to Vegas, we have a private section. They want to go.
Honestly, I don't agree with that either, though, bro. No, I don't think that money is a thing. I think that that's the type of woman that doesn't even really like you. Like, you want to find a girl when you don't have all the money, or if you do have the money, she needs to be there when you lose it all, and stay down with you even after you lose it all, and then when you make it back. Otherwise, it's not real. Like she has to go through like a testing period. Basically, it has to happen.
So with that being said, my point is, why not just become the greatest man? Like I said in the beginning, the greatest man your bloodline has ever seen. Why not make the most amount of money? Why not develop the most amount of charisma? Why not develop the greatest social circle so that bitch can never leave you? That's exactly what my teaching is to be the best you can possibly be. Not, and here's a key thing. Some guys are complacent at where they're at. When you talked about, to the average guy who listens to my content, they're just like, they love it. No, my clients know I'm telling them the real raw shit. If you're fat, get in the gym. Don't be a pussy. Get in the gym. Increase your style. Develop charisma. I do not ever use this pickup line. No, bro. The mindset, it has to be there. And you're totally right. Of course, a girl, if you're in a mattress on the floor and she leaves because of that, that's not really a quality woman. But at the end of the day, for you yourself as a man, do you want to live a life on the fucking mattress on the floor? No, you need to be working towards God, going towards the highest version of yourself.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You're always going to have like your purpose that you're shooting for. And I'm not saying that a girl should settle for a guy being lazy and sitting on the couch and doing nothing. But what I am saying, though, is that she needs to be tested at a certain point, whether that's at the beginning or it's at the middle. She needs to be tested to see if it's just for the money or not. Like, is she going to put in more work, like, and do stuff? And I'm saying this as a guy, just being authentic. I put a lot of money in my podcast when I first started. A lot, dude. Like, I sunk a good 50K, okay? And it was all my extra cash. It was a lot saved up. And that shit put me in a bind after a while. I had to move my whole studio to my house like how it is now. It put me in a hard situation. My girl locked in even harder, started working harder, going and doing more stuff to make more money, do whatever it took for the household. Even when I had to have, first time I've ever had to ask for help on a bill in my life. And she's like, yeah, I got you, babe. I got you. Like, boom, boom, boom. And that's how it should be. Is like, is you want, because a lot of guys, though, as soon as they start losing it, that girl is gone. Because she was there for the lifestyle, she was there for the restaurants, for the shoes, whatever the fuck it was that you were doing for her.
Of course.
And you got to test them. You have to. Because I had money when she first got with me. So this was a good testing period to see if she was really down for it.
And most guys leave with their wallet, which is why they fail. They're like, I'll take you to a fancy dinner. I'll do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. You're very right. That's why I advocate. If you read my stuff, you should agree. I say the first date, you can eliminate almost every girl who says, no, I want to be taken out to dinner.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
If a girl is dependent on what you have to give to her in order to like you, and it's not burning genuine desire, she doesn't like you. Man. So I go to a dive bar on happy hour. I know all the.
Look, I'll tell you something, right? That's the craziest shit ever, right? I'm with this girl, OnlyFans girl, right? OnlyFans. And she like, we talk on the phone. I can tell, like, she's really deep, all that. I invite her to a fucking bar, a nice bar, but it did bar restaurant. She thought I was taking her to the restaurant. I didn't take her to the fucking restaurant. And she kicked up a fuss. And I was like, bitch, please. I was like, if you're not happy, just can fuck off. Like, that's the thing. It's like, even because there's a simp economy. Like, all of the dates I've had have been in restaurants. Just like, well, I'm not every other dates, and where are they all your other dates? That's the thing. Like, that thing, if a girl requires fine dining or whatever, it's like, you're the accessory, you're not the purpose of the date.
Yeah, and I would say that's the biggest flaw that every guy is having right now. Like most guys are having a really hard time, and it's mostly going back to just the dating, because it's so expensive right now. It's $50 minimum probably to go on a date. So I would say that's like as for all of us that are dating coaches, the number one problem is trying to solve how can these guys date on the cheapest level possible. And that's why I'm so crazy about my social circle game, is because at least the girls that come to you, you know that they have genuine desire for you. And that's all I give a fuck about. Most guys are wasting money on dates just to they're basically paying for prostitutes based off of how many dates they're going on. And that's how cheap they're getting it, based off how many dates they have to go on. And that's ridiculous. Like, they're never getting value back from these girls either. The thing is, the way that I date, I'm going to get a way more value exchange back in my favor, because I'm going to end up investing in her, and she's going to invest more in me, where I'm going to get a lot back from this bitch. Whereas, like, if you're just fucking them, you're basically investing a lot just for sex at the end of the day, like just for hedonism. And that's cool if you want to just do hedonism, but it's not successful. As somebody that's been single before and been in relationships before and lived both lives like a lot, it's way like you do way better in a relationship, like saving money and just being more successful.
I agree, man. Listen, Sergio, if there's one thing I can say is, your shit. I agree with you 100%. The basis of it is, when I say to guys, happy hour at a dive bar only, is to filter out the time wasted. Yeah, really. And it's like, because if you get any pushback, oh, I want to go to dinner, she doesn't like you that much, bro. She just doesn't like you. And you're going to be wasting time chasing a girl that doesn't like you instead of going towards the highest version of yourself.
See, but
Why
you
waste
use
time on
dating
girls?
apps, don't you?
Yeah, I'm on dating 100%.
See, that's my problem too. Is I'm very against dating apps because it's not like unless you're in the top 5%, which you might be able to pull it off. Most guys, it's completely a waste of their fucking time. Like it's in the girl's strategy. It puts you into the girl's frame.
No,
If there's there's certain strategies that immediately put it into your frame, and there's certain strategies that immediately put it into the girls. And because of safety and how online dating works and stuff, it immediately puts. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing for them. If I was a girl, dating apps are the best way possible to filter men. But like if I'm a guy, oh fuck no, dude. I'd much rather do social circle and just be in real life trying to get the girls because you're not sitting there running into the girl like chasing them, trying to message them, trying to set up the date, showing that you're the one pursuing. Unless it's like Bumble, and even on Bumble, you're the one that's kind of ended up pursuing at a certain point, possibly. You know?
And then you
yeah.
have to do all the bullshit.
So here's the thing, guys. This is the thing on dating apps. It's what I teach my guys. You got to maximize your profile. Listen, everybody's at a different stage in their dating life. I tell my guys, for the abundance of it, you should be on dating apps for the abundance side of it, right? Meaning, like my guy right now, one of my clients, he just smashed 2 girls, and before we had a pipeline problem. He just wasn't getting enough leads. I said, go on the dating apps, bro. Get nice pictures. If you can acquire nice pictures, it's all a game, guys. This is all dating apps because girls are so visual and mental. It's all a game. If you take a picture on a pier or on a fucking yacht with your boys, she feels like she's in that picture. Now you got to match with the girl. Listen, one couple texts back and forth, and then boom, set up a date. Why not? You only listen, Sergio. Only the guys that are thirsty for it are going to try to do too much on dating apps.
Well,
If you're just a guy who's congruent and you're just like, "Yo, what's your number? Let's get off this shit," then you're just gonna do that.
you're gonna realize sooner or later that I'm about the laziest motherfucker in the world. And so the reason why I do what I do is because you don't have to work.
You
All
have
that extra shit of doing all that extra stuff. I'll explain why. The more pictures you have, the more it hurts you. I also teach something called thug maxing because I'm not gonna lie, I used to fucking sell weed and like do a bunch of shit back in the day, like a decade ago, and like that's how I learned a lot about what women like and shit. And the thing is, you can thug max and not even have anything on your Instagram. Like literally have the most minimal shit, dude. Like not even a fucking picture of yourself, maybe one. And like you could still get bitches. Like one of my best friends, I just had her on my show like a couple weeks ago. Her name's Toby. Go watch that go watch that video and you'll see she's bad as fuck. BBL, fake tits, like the full shit, like as hot as possible. And she's with a dude who's fucking 5'3", who's just thug maxing. He's just the fucking thug, but he's 5'3". He's 5'3", bro.
Hold on. Is your gold color a reminiscence of your tug maxing days?
Yeah, right? That's he's thug maxing right now.
Well,
But
I'm just saying you don't have to do all that. Women like mystery, bro. Women like to not know. Like if anything, every little detail you show a woman, it can be a negative. It can actually drop you down. So if you give them nothing, you leave the mystery level all the way up here, and then they're constantly trying to just figure out what type of guy you are. What do you do? What do you do for work and shit?
what game is. This is what game is. If you have a dating profile, you got a couple nice pictures on there. You tell a girl, "Hey, let's meet." How more mysterious is it? A guy from a random date? That's as mysterious as fuck. And you mysteriously end up in that pussy.
Mysteriously.
I'm just saying less is more. I'm just saying less is more. Like I've been able to teach it. Nobody teaches this online. Every dating coach fucking talks about their Instagram profile and their dating profiles. I'm the only person who can tell dude fucking do nothing and you can still get these bitches. And I've seen it work. It works a lot because these guys shoot themselves in the foot with their profiles. Like most people do that. Most people are not good at this shit. They don't got a good photographer unless they have somebody really good walking them through it. They're kind of gonna just fuck up. And a lot of guys, like I said, if they have any negatives, if they're kind of overweight, if they have a weird jawline, if their face is just a little off or something, it's gonna hurt them. And so it's just better for those guys to just go be in the real world and be mysterious.
You join our Discord. You saying everything that I teach. Get good photos. Fucking stop being fat. Stop being lazy. Bro. This is what I teach.
No, I mean, I'm saying they can still be fat. I got friends, dude, that are fat as fuck, ugly as fuck. Like, I have dudes in my program that I can show you that are like, not those guys, bro. They're ugly as fuck, and they still be getting bitches every weekend.
And that's hard. To the mindset thing.
It's social circle. All my guys do social circle. They're all either DJs, promoters, video guys, photographers.
Hold on, guys. It's like, okay, look, hold on. So it's not so much a social circle here. It's the fact that DJs, the promoters, and all this. Because I'll tell you something. That's most guys,
social circle game. That's all using social. That's what I teach in my program. So I teach 7 different hobbies, 7 different jobs, and 7 different side gigs. That's what they are. They're because the whole point is to put you in a place where you have a social circle around you that you can automatically be blended into just based off of your hobby, your job, or your side gig.
Oh no! I mean, look, don't get me wrong. When you tell me you're a lazy git, like happy days. I'm lazy as f, right? So like, I get you, and getting inbound leads rather than search outbounds every fucking day.
Warm leads.
Okay, all right, warm leads. I was in sales. I'll take inbound leads and warm leads every fucking day, right? So no. So don't get me wrong that you're not preaching to the choir, but you're speaking to someone that's listening here, all right? But I think the main, and tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't the main, I would say, thing that deter guys from doing social circle games is because they've been friend zoned in the past, and the last thing they want to do is go back into that friend zone bit, and they think social circle game is kind of a bit like,
Wait, say that again? Like, repeat that real quick?
So think about it this way, right? A lot of guys have been friend zoned when they were in high school, right? So when they hear social circle game, aren't they a bit afraid? And tell me if that's something that has been a deterrent from potentially clients joining you, the fact that you're telling me that I need to friend zone my way into a pussy.
Yeah, so a lot of guys will be deterred because of that, but you gotta understand, I don't have any sympathy for any of this shit. Like, if you are the type where you keep putting the pussy on the pedestal and treating a girl special, I'm not gonna sympathize with you and be like, "Oh, it's okay. You'll get over it one day, buddy." No, stop being a little fucking bitch.
Yeah,
I'm treating you bitches fucking special.
Yeah,
like, it's really not that hard. Like, if you keep fucking friend zoning or you keep getting friend zoned and it hurts, dude, get over it. Do you want to get bitches? Do you want to have kids one day? Do you want to have a family? Do you want a legacy? Do you want these type of things? Then get the fuck over it. And you better learn how to be friends with women, because that's the best way to get the best girl in your frame that's really down for you. And a hot one too, not a fucking ugly one. That's another reason why I hate pickup, is because a lot of times it's fucking fatties and fucking old women. And I don't give a fuck about a woman that's older than me. I don't give a fuck about a woman that weighs more than me. So I'm just against that shit.
Yeah, no, we're like 18-year-olds here, so we're good. Anyway.
I mean, good luck in America nowadays. I mean, like, I don't know how much you weigh, but apparently the situation is pretty bad in terms of obesity in America.
So Sergio, I think also to your point, it's like whether or not social game or not, a social circle game or not, if at a core let's put aside social circle game for a second and talk about that individual man. If he's not in line and authentic and congruent with himself, it doesn't matter if he does social circle game, if he goes on dates fucking from girls with the mall. If you are not in line with yourself, it all means nothing.
Well, that's
taken into consideration.
Well, that's why my entire program, the entire thing that I teach, everything that I teach, it's all based on focusing on that job, that side gig, and that hobby, because that's how you're successful. You're not focusing on the woman. Your purpose being one of those 3 things, or a multiplication of those things, makes it to where you don't fucking make mistakes with women anymore. If you're ever thinking about, I'm trying to get a bitch, you're fucked up. You fucked up. Like, you're just supposed to focus on those things and they will come to you. Just focus on being a good guy, not being nice, just being kind. Not being nice, And that's the problem. Guys act like fucking nice guys, dude. Just be kind, and only whenever it's deserving. You reciprocate. You be altruistic. The reason why altruism is such a good trait for not only business, but also even Jesus taught this religiously, is because when you're truly altruistic, you get to learn who reciprocates and who doesn't. So most people don't reciprocate altruism. And that's a perfect thing that you want to happen. So you learn to not have this person around you because they obviously don't like you like that.
Exactly.
So
But
like, if you do these things
you make
correctly,
Right now.
honestly though, if you focus on your hobby, bro, and you focus on just being altruistic and just being friends, you get bitches. But guys, it's the long game. A lot of guys are like, what? This would take 3 months to 6 months. I can't do this. Because they want pickup. They want to learn how to get a bitch within a day, within a week,
But
within an hour.
hold on. But you make
Real quick. Let's not break NDA. When I had my client on the call with you,
yeah.
Sergio did what Sergio just said. Did I not say the same exact shit? When we talked about the takeaway, when we said, yo, you gotta be willing to lose her, you gotta focus on what you're gonna focus on, but don't worry about her. And how hard was it for him to do that? But I had to kick him into thinking that.
Yeah, that's the hardest.
There's two different ways of doing things. I mean, look, I think you made a very good point, right? Like a lot of people will say they're nice and everything, but the word altruistic is actually the right word that needs to be used, and because it's like you're not, because you're altruistic not because you seek an outcome, you're altruistic because this is who you are. Whereas if you're nice, that kind of like sound like helpless, whereas altruistic comes more from a position of power. But the other thing, which like you mentioned, right, about having a bitch down for you, it's like, okay, you play the long game, 3 months, 6 months, right, to have a bitch down for you.
Don't worry, French, I'm listening to you.
No. Yeah.
I can hear you. I was just
okay. All right, fine. Like, okay, fine. You tell me. All right, so I'm gonna work for a bitch for 3 months, 6 months, and she didn't give the cooch to me as she gives some motherfucker on the first night. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I'm sorry, no bitch is gonna get my commitment if I don't get the best of her, and the best of her is a matter of what time she gave me the cooch and by what time she's been compliant to me, and that is gonna be telling me about how things are gonna fly. If I personally, and that's, I don't want kids or I don't want a family. It doesn't really matter to me. So obviously that has a much lower weight in my equation. But the fact of the matter is, would you want, knowing that all them girls basically fucked a guy on a night out, to be the sucker that basically waited 3 months for her when some other guy got her for nothing? I'm sorry, I won't.
No, that's why I teach to get genuine desire. You should never be with a girl that makes you fucking wait. Like that's those are the girls that don't really like you. Yeah.
No, because you mentioned 3 months. It's 3 months, 6 months, and maybe I misunderstood. So that's why
I meant like 3 to, because like to do social circle game correctly, you're not pursuing a bitch, and if you're kind of waiting for one to fall in your lap, and you're building a friendship with you're building rapport with a lot of women, like a social group. That's not something that happens within a week. It's not like pickup where you can just literally go spit some game to a girl and you might fuck her that night. I don't teach that. I teach to do what I told you, the long game. It's not an easy thing because you have to build rapport, you have to be authentic, you have to actually build friendships with people, and that's not something that you can really put a timeline on. And everybody is different. Some like some people are good at building friendships. Some people are horrible at building friendships. So it really just depends on the person. But that's why what I teach is not attractive in the slightest. It's the hardest thing in the world to ever market and sell. Nobody ever wants to hear that it takes a long time to do something successful.
Oh no, nobody wants to hear that.
Never, no.
This is this. I say call her a bitch and call her a whore, and they will love you. It's easy like that. No, I'm just kidding.
That's how you can filter for genuine desire, and that's like the whole point of friend zoning.
You're base for that. Let's go.
But that's the whole point of friend zoning them, or trying to knuckle bump them, because you force them into the position of being like, "Fuck, he's framing it as this. I don't like this. I need to make him know that I like him now."
Yo, am I gonna get canceled for this French today or no? Is this censored?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay,
I'm so sad my mic isn't working. I'm gonna have to re-upload this. That sucks.
Yeah, this is a based ass fucking Yo, French, how many minutes are we at right now?
I think it's about the hour mark. Yeah.
God damn. Okay, well, fuck. Bro, let's end off on this.
Hold on, Sergio, can you speak just now? Just checking the mic.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. I'm not. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's fine. It actually registers with us, so I'll send you the recording.
Yeah. As long as it works on that one and I can re-upload it, that's all that matters.
No worries.
Guys, end off on this shit right here.
All
I'm
right.
so happy and I'm so glad that 007 is a congruent ass motherfucker, badass motherfucker. I didn't block Sergio because I knew this motherfucker was a man who had some oomph to him. I knew I had to engage in a non-political debate with this motherfucker because I knew there's something that he knew that we would agree on. The summation of this whole thing is, on one end, Sergio just genuinely believes in social circle game and friend zoning these whores. On my end and French's end, we believe almost the same thing, except we apply game, which is learn charisma. So the guys that coach with me, you guys know I give you the sauce. Keep using the fucking sauce. Keep the right setup and let's fuck these whores and get better. Let's go to God. You see it? I got it tattooed. Christ. Jesus is king. We go to God. But we're also gonna fuck these whores in the meantime. So get your ass on the dating apps. Get your ass fucking in the gym. Fix your mindset. Clean shit up. If you want to coach with me, at Generation MSS. If you want to coach with Sergio, plug in your app. It's gonna go. Plug in your app.
Just Sergio, man. Just look up Sergio Purple Pill.
Oh, let's fucking go. I love it. That
Sergio Purple Pill.
He has that calm raise. Then Fresh OG 03, my brother in arms on X. Literally, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is the fucking. If anybody in the, I wouldn't say red pill, but manosphere you want to learn from, number one, the hottest guy right now, myself, 007, French OG, Spurgio, also my boy Chris. Yo, literally, we're the best guys right now in the game, in the field. Nobody can even come and see me. You guys like can't even compare to what I do. You guys want to be training with us. You have all of our @handles. Make sure you like and subscribe in this video. This whole podcast is filled with gems. Replay it back. Let your little brother hear it. Let his little brother hear it. Let your grandpa hear it, and your cuck dad hear it.
All right. Well, look, Spurgio, pleasure to have had you on the stream. I guess you'll have to try harder to get us to block you. Hope.
Yeah.
I'll never let up. I'm gonna keep my foot on everybody.
Hey, does Rolo you blocked too? Rolo Tomasi?
Yeah, he blocked me the first day.
Rolo Tomasi, the rational male king, blocked you too?
He still let me go debate him in Vegas even after he blocked me, so I'll give him props for that.
Yeah, because he knows you hold some validity to what you said. That's probably why.
I mean, if he debates me again, I'll give him a little bit more respect.
God damn, dude.
Mike Sartain, is he blocked you or no? You're
no, Michael's my boy.
Mike's social game, bro. Mike Sartain's social game too.
Okay.
Mike's my boy. Mike will always be my boy. But
no, because
Rolo,
they have that thing with Rolo, so I'm just wondering.
Rolo's weird, bro. He even cut off Glenn, his best friend, lately, and he hates Fresh and Fit right now too. Like Rolo's just a girl. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Because you're not supposed to fucking work with Pearl. If you work with Pearl, then Rolo hates you.
Damn. But Pearl's kind of an OG, bro. She's cool. It's a cool bitch.
But no,
anyway,
thank you guys, I appreciate it. I'm excited for you to send me the upload so I can upload it.
I'll sort you out, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. Boys, great fucking talk. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Next week, we got another special guest. If you're into BDSM and choking bitches, you want to be here next week. Let's go.
All right, guys. Bye.
Later, bro.